actually remember a mother who came to my clinic with her 6-year-old son. The moment she sat down, before I could even ask anything, she said, "Ma'am, please help me. He just does not eat vegetables." And honestly, she looked tired. Not only physically tired, but mentally exhausted. Then she started telling me everything they had already tried. She said, "We scold him. He cries. We force him. He spits it out. We hide vegetables in food. Somehow he finds out. Even grandparents are involved now. Every lunch and dinner turns into a drama." Meanwhile, the little boy sat quietly beside her, looking everywhere except at us. The second his mother said the word vegetables, he made an irritated face like he had already heard this conversation 100 times before. So I asked him very casually, "Okay, tell me honestly, which vegetable do you dislike the most?" And immediately he said, "All." His mother looked helpless. But the more I observed him, the more I realized something important. This was no longer only about vegetables. He had started associating food with pressure, stress, and constant correction. At home, the focus had become, did he eat vegetables or not? Every meal had started feeling like an exam. So I told the mother something she was not expecting. I said, "For some time, stop forcing him." She looked shocked. She asked, "Then how will he ever learn?" And I explained this to her. Children often become more resistant when meal times turns into a battle. The first goal is not to make them love vegetables overnight. The first goal is to help them feel safe and calm around food again. So instead of forcing big portions, we started with very tiny changes. Very tiny. I asked her to stop giving healthy lectures during meals. No more bargaining. No more, "Finish this and I'll give chocolate." No more chasing him around the house with a spoon. Instead, I asked her to simply place a small amount of vegetables on the plate without pressure. Even if he did not eat it, that's okay. Then we made food feel less stressful and more playful. Different colors, funny shapes, small portions, and most importantly, we involved him. I told the parents, "Take him vegetable shopping. Let him choose one vegetable himself." The next week, they came back and the mother told me something funny. In the supermarket, after rejecting almost every vegetable dramatically, he finally picked baby carrots and said, "These look less dangerous." Honestly, we all laughed. But that was real progress. Because now he was interacting with food without fear. And then slowly, very slowly, things started changing. Not magically, not overnight. One day he touched the vegetables. Another day he smelled them. One day he licked a carrot and made a disgusted face. But nobody reacted strongly anymore. No scolding, no pressure. And after a few weeks, something happened that his mother probably still remembers till today. She called me one evening, sounding excited. She said, "Ma'am, today he ate 2 small pieces of carrot by himself." and nobody forced him. For some people, that may sound very small, but for that family, it was a huge victory because peace had finally returned to their dining table. And that case stayed with me because it reminded me of something very important in pediatric nutrition. Sometimes children are not rejecting vegetables, they are rejecting the pressure around eating them. And sometimes the best thing we can do is stop turning food into a battle and start rebuilding trust around it instead.